2019, what a great year for you. 2 wins, marvellous. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it was certainly unexpected. Obviously, most weeks you go out there to try and do your best and go out to win, but with the amount of talent that we have on tour, it's pretty difficult even when you have your A game to do that. So, yeah, I'm really happy to say that I've won 2 championships, excuse me, and yeah, for one of them to be a major. Pretty cool.
What would it mean to you to win this week, to win your own Open?
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the harder events to win for anyone that plays their own national open. But I've had some good results the last few years. I've been in contention, so I had a good result last week, so I feel like I'm slowly getting the rust off and yeah, hopefully can have a good week and have some fun out there.
And every interview we've done this week has included, it's an Olympic year. What would it mean to you to carry the flag for Australia in an Olympic year?
Yeah, I'd love to represent Australia. I'm always very proud whenever I get the opportunity to, and obviously every week I get to do that, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, just to be, I guess, possibly alongside Minji, someone that I've grown up playing junior golf with and now professional golf. It would be very cool to have 2 Western Australians in that team.
Would it ever? Questions, please.
Oh, Hannah, how's it been for you to come home this time? I presume a little bit different. I think you said at the function last night you're getting a bit more attention. Mm-hmm. So how does that kind of fit in with playing good golf?
Yeah, I guess there's definitely more pressure on me this year, but I think I'm probably more excited for this year as well. Not only returning back to Australia, but also going to a couple of events to obviously defend. It's really nice that I have so many supporters this year. Will help me smile and do well, hopefully, on the golf course.
Is there any advantage to being an Australian and playing in this tournament?
I guess no matter what country you play in, whoever the home crowd is, they always generally get more of a cheer. So I remember when we played at Kyoga a few years ago, I had a group of guys scream greenie, which really actually helped me with my nerves. So I don't know if they'll be back this year, but even last night at the function, when they called my name, I think I possibly would have gotten a bigger cheer than the other girls. So the crowds are really good here, so hopefully I can feed off them.
And on the course, is there any advantage to playing on these sandbelts?
Yeah, I actually came to Royal Adelaide about a month ago just to try and get an early practice round in, because I knew this week would be pretty busy and that I'd be pretty tired from all my commitments. So yeah, I think having different shots that you perhaps wouldn't play typically when you're over in the US will be beneficial. But I think you just got to make sure that you get everything or keep everything in play. It can be pretty tricky. You can short side yourself very easily on this golf course. So I think just not always being aggressive will definitely help you in the long run.
Hannah, so you played the course a few times, you know your opponents. Is this a tournament that you feel you genuinely can compete in? Yeah,
I guess, the last 3 years I've had top 10 finishes, so I definitely enjoy playing an Aussie Open. Last week I was close to getting another top 10, so I feel like I've been working very hard this off-season with all my coaches back in Perth. I've been probably practicing more than I have been playing, so I just got to get back into the rhythm of that. But yeah, there's no reason why I can't contend and possibly have the trophy on Sunday.
When you were here last month, has much changed in the course from what you've played before?
Well, when I played, they just lightly sanded the greens just to get it ready for us being here this week. So I definitely say that the greens are a lot firmer. I guess the fairways look like carpet. I know a few girls have said that already, and yeah, there's not a blade that's out of place, I'd say. It definitely looks a lot better in the last 4 weeks. Not that it even looked bad when I was here last month.
I'm just ask just about the major win and being introduced as a major champion. How much has that sort of changed, I guess, your life? Not so much the competitive and the day-to-day golf, but off the golf course. How much, do people want more of your time and that sort of thing? Or?
Yeah, it's been different. I've had obviously a lot more requests for media stuff, which has been very different for me. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that's changed in my life the last year or so. I guess definitely get more attention when I'm back in Australia at golf courses in Western Australia particularly. But yeah, I guess it's kind of just making sure that I still stay the same type of person as I was last year and even my rookie year. it can definitely get to your head and you can definitely become a different person, and I hope that doesn't happen.
And just that you've spoken before about how much this Open title means to you. How do you balance knowing that and doing what you've got to do to actually contend and win?
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of going off experience of, this is going to be my 5th Aussie Open. My first one was in Adelaide, so I guess I'm familiar with what can happen here. But yeah, it's hard. There's definitely going to be a lot more expectation on myself, and I got to make sure that I'm not pushing myself too hard and possibly setting myself up for failure. I know I really have a great time when I'm on the golf course here in Australia, so just want to make sure that, yeah, I'm having fun and enjoying myself out there.
What piece of advice would you give to all young Aussie girls who would love to be sitting where you are?
I guess you definitely want to make sure that you work hard, but I mean, everyone says that you want to make sure you have fun. This is definitely not a sport and a job that everyone can do. The travel is different, you know, especially coming from Perth. It's a long way to go over to the US, nearly an entire day to get there. So I think, yeah, just making sure you're enjoying yourself and definitely being self-motivated. Don't have anyone try and push you to, you know, try and become the best. You need to have that self-belief and that self-will.
Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Mark?
What were your plans for the next month or so until the tournaments were cancelled, and what will you do now?
Yeah, I was actually going to be playing Thailand and Singapore, so obviously now they're both cancelled, but I've had a bit of a weird off-season. I've had a pretty full-on December. I was following Jared, so I was pretty much travelling, yeah, all over December and didn't really have much time away from the golf course, so January was straight back into it to obviously get ready for these events. So I think I might actually take next week off, might actually go to Melbourne, have a holiday, hang out with my friend Sue, so she might show me around, and then, yeah, probably just get back into it when I return to Perth to get ready for Phoenix, which will be my next event.
Thank you. Everybody finished? Thank you for coming in, Hannah. I'm sure we'll see you this week, and all the best. We'll be pulling for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.